really in the end, we're looking for a customized, tailored experience for ourselves, right? What friends and family may value in a financial advisor might be a little bit different from what you value. Hey folks, this is Colin Richards, and I am thrilled to be with you in another segment of the Lord and Richard Show. And we're actually in a little mini-series on the most important qualities people should be looking for in a financial advisor. What do you need in a financial advisor? And what's interesting is I'm not asking you this time to trust me and what I suggest you need, but I'm actually going out to the marketplace, and we've got a wonderful poll of people out there who've had experience with financial advisors and what qualities they have found through their experience are most important to them. Qualities like expertise and knowledge in financial planning, qualities like personal financial advice that meets our goals and needs, the ability to understand risk tolerance. Those are the top three. In our last segment, we talked about a number of other important qualities like trust and rapport and transparent fee structure, communicating in a simplistic way that makes things easy to understand, and specialties in areas like retirement planning, tax planning, and so on. Well, in this segment, I'm actually going to flip the coin, and we're going to talk a little bit about what people least valued. And a lot of times this is a surprise because some people, of course, do value these qualities very highly. But what we found in this case is these were qualities that were least valued when people were polled. The first one was the ability to incorporate investments that reflect a person's values. Isn't that interesting? Because at Lord & Richard's, values are very important to us as a firm. But you know what? We're meeting with people every day that may or may not share our particular values, right? But I think it's important that we build portfolios that may address specific areas that people may have concerns about. But there's been so much talk about this area, such as ESG, or even in the religious realm, biblical investing, biblically managed investments that don't get into certain areas. And while a lot of people may share initially, yeah, that would be important to me, when asked to rank where that is, it's not as high on the list as you might think. Another one that surprised me was the positive online reviews or ratings about the advisor service. Well, this is important, I think, and you'll find if you research Lord & Richards, we're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. We have 5 stars in Google, scores of reviews by our clients, and we're thrilled that they feel that way about us. But interestingly, this is not the most important thing that people value when looking for a financial advisor. They want those other qualities I mentioned at the beginning even more. And then this one surprised me. So these were all kind of surprises. Recommendations from friends or family who had a positive experience. While recommendations from family is important to many of us, I think what this exposes is that really in the end, we're looking for a customized, tailored experience for ourselves, right? What friends and family may value in a financial advisor might be a little bit different from what you value. And so, although it is a good place to start, it may not be the absolute most important for people who have the most experience in this area. And then here's another surprise, recommendations from other professionals, such as accountants or attorneys. And again, that's a quick, easy way to kind of vet a financial advisor. But what I find, and this doesn't maybe surprise me as much, is that that's a starting point for a lot of people. But then they're going to vet beyond just the fact that they were being recommended. They're going to go in and have that interview. If there's not the rapport, if there's not the trust, if there's not the transparency, if there's not the expertise and so on, then that relationship may never materialize. And then finally, the least important was sharing a similar background or cultural understanding. This is, I find, in my own experience, not as important to many people. We might think, okay, if we're from the same racial or religious or national background, that these cultural areas are what are going to dictate primarily who we're going to go to. Actually, people rated those qualities lowest on the list. It doesn't mean that they're not important. All of these things, reflecting our values, having positive reviews, getting recommendations, having a cultural understanding, these are all important, but but in the grand scheme of things, people are not ranking them as high as they're ranking the other areas like specialization in unique areas of planning, such as retirement, taxes, ability to communicate complex financial concepts in an understandable way. These are more important to people. So what you have to do, what I recommend you do, is to begin with these thoughts in mind, and then you decide, what is most important to me? Would I share the view of the majority that expertise and knowledge in financial planning as well as investments is important? Because a lot of people go out and they never actually seek a planner. They just seek a broker or take that referral from a friend and work with a guy who knows a guy, or personal advice that meets your specific goals, very personalized. It was interesting that of the top 4, 3 of the 4 focused on personalization and specialization in areas that were most important to people. I find that extremely interesting because I think that's what people want. That's why a robo-advisor can't really meet our needs, because they don't bring years of experience, a wealth of knowledge to bear to a specific situation that folks are trying to deal with. Well, at Lord & Richards, as I've told you, we're meeting with people just like you every single day. And we are working with hundreds and hundreds of people who share different but very similar goals, values, and interests. And so in that wealth of experience, we can tailor for you a personalized strategy based on our expertise in comprehensive financial planning, written comprehensive financial planning, and our knowledge of investments, where we can use the right tools to make sure you never run out of money, you don't pay more taxes to the government, you don't leave all your money behind to nursing homes, that you are never bankrupted by healthcare or a big market decline. These are the things that people are most valuing, and these are the things that we want to deliver. Well, what does that look like at Lord & Richards? As we meet together and have our delicious homemade cookies, the Lord & Richards cookie, we're going to talk. Our team is going to talk to you about what is most important to you, because in the end, that's what's going to be most important in your comprehensive financial plan. And then we're going to go on a journey together to discover how to build and develop a plan that makes sure that your goals, needs, wants even, are satisfied. For us, it just simply starts with a little phone call.